On to the next. Here in the Western Conference for the play-in tournament is going to be for Wednesday night. The last game will be the Golden State Warriors against the LA Lakers. As we know, the Lakers have the 7th seed, the Warriors have the 8th seed. So the Lakers will be on home court in Los Angeles to take on this playing game, pretty much. Majority of people, actually, let me backtrack. I haven't really looked too much into that, but I would assume most people would have the Lakers winning this game. And I'll be straight up, I do have the LA Lakers going as my favorites to win this game, to take on the 7th seed, to go against the Phoenix Suns in the first round. And man, for the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns, they've had excellent seasons that no one really expected them to, actually no one expected them to be this good for the Jazz and Suns. And pretty much either one of the two or both teams are going to get bounced in the first round. But most likely, if the Lakers take on the Suns, that's going to happen. I'm not going to jump the gun. Let's focus more here on the Lakers and the Warriors. They played 3 times within the season. The Lakers did blow out the Warriors 2 times. And the time that the Warriors did beat the Lakers was not a fluke game, but they won by 2 points. And the Lakers were not clicking that night. But when it comes to a play-in tournament and getting that 7th seed, LeBron James is going to be focused in, taking on quote-unquote playoff mode with Anthony Davis and the crew. And they'll make sure at home court to get that W and head into the playoffs to take on the Phoenix Suns, who they would want to play. Especially because Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis could eat in the inside. But who knows, because whoever plays the 8th-seeded Utah Jazz, we don't know if Donovan Mitchell will be playing that series. So something to keep an eye out within there. The Lakers are my favorites to win this game. Now let's look into injuries. For the Lakers, of course, LeBron should be able to play, but he did tweak his ankle against the Indiana Pacers at the end of the game. So we haven't heard any official reports yet. We'll wait for that, but I fully expect LeBron to play this game. And then the Golden State Warriors side of things, we already know the history. Clay's been out for the season. James Wiseman, back in April, underwent surgery for a right meniscal tear, and he's out for the rest of the season. A couple days ago, Damian Lee had COVID-19 protocols, so he was out for the Sunday's game against the Grizzlies. We'll have to see if he has to spend more time going through quarantine, or they'll let him be passed by that. And then lastly, Kelly Oubre Jr. with his wrist has not been cleared for on-court basketball activities, and he's going to be reevaluated in 7 to 10 days. So within that case, he's going to be missing the play-in tournament first game against the LA Lakers. Now, where does this leave the Lakers and Warriors? Well, the Lakers are fully healthy, quote-unquote, and within that, they do have the size advantage inside. No one on the Warriors is going to be able to stop Anthony Davis. Draymond Green is their 4. He is 6'7" as a power forward, who is one of the best defenders in the league, but Anthony Davis is going to eat out there. LeBron James does have the height advantage, and pretty much the Warriors are not going to be able to stop the Lakers defensively, let alone the Warriors' offense is not going to be able to overcome LeBron James and the Lakers. Stephen Curry will try to go for 40-plus points, but when it comes down to it, with Frank Vogel as the defending champion head coach out there and who's very strategic for X's and O's, he's going to draw a game plan to pretty much stabilize Steph Curry, because there's no offensive threat out there for the Golden State Warriors. This should be a pretty easy W for the LA Lakers. I got the Lakers winning this game at least by 10 points or so. But who knows? The NBA may want to make it more interesting with the refs to kind of make this a closer game. But who knows about that? I got the Lakers winning this game to take on the Phoenix Suns the next following round. And the Warriors are going to have to play in the last playing game to secure that 8th seed. But besides from that, I expect a good outing for LeBron, the Lakers, their momentum, team chemistry, and the Warriors will make it interesting. But besides from that, this is going to be a fan favorite game to go over and watch, and expect the ratings to skyrocket from this one. But besides from that, I got LA.